Hi, Kenra Lowwheeler here. Today we're going to do this amazing salty hair styling. And doesn't she look so amazing? I can't wait to dive into not only some really simple, straightforward styling techniques, but some things to think about when you're taking your clients' photos for your social media. We are freshly washed and ready to style, and one of my favorite go-tos for removing water out of the hair and giving a nice soft feel and shine is this spray. It's called Blow Dry Spray. It cuts 50% of the dry time and helps to really remove moisture super quickly. It smells amazing, and I'm just going to spray it throughout her hair and take the water out. Today, for a little extra smoothing and softening, we're going to use another layering product. It's considered a prep, and it's the Pearl Detangler Lightweight Conditioning Milk. This is so lightweight and has like a little shimmer to it. We love a little extra hydration after a blonding service. Now that we're prepped, I'm just gonna rough dry her hair with my fingers and my blow dryer just to take her to just her natural texture, and from there we'll wave on top of that. Okay, so we took the moisture out, we bent her bangs a little bit, and I feel like this might be unpopular opinion, but I kind of love how she looks right now. But let's take this to the next level and give her a really salty, kind of trademark beachy style to set off and make this color really pop and stand out. So she has like a little bit of rough texture. I know this because I have it too. I think it kind of lends to the style that we're creating. So the two tools that I'm going to move forward with is a Bevel-less flat iron and then the Beach Wash Luxe Jumbo Waver. So combining these two tools, we'll have some fun playing around with techniques that you're gonna wanna try in your salon at home. So first and foremost, you're not gonna see me fussing around too much with sectioning, because the more inconsistent the waves are, the more natural and undone and beach washed the effect is. So what I'm going to do is just pick up her back sections first. I'm gonna take large pie-shaped sections, elevate, open the waving iron, and then curl it in this position. Wave it in this position. I think this is a really fun tool to have in your station just because it is so efficient and speedy, and it just gives like a I slept with a braid in my hair aesthetic. You can go all the way and make uniform waves and go for a full glam look if you wanted to be that specific, but I love just picking up pie-shaped sections and then just crimping into the hair to get a very simple wavy base. And you can see like how it just kind of gives separation to those warm strands. When I'm waving with the waving iron, I don't like to pull too much on the hair, because the more tension, the more chance there is of creating like a little crease in the hair. For those of you that have a waving iron already, you know what I'm talking about, but you don't have to pull so much. If you're getting that crease, just try lowering your heat and try not pulling the section as much. We'll save this for the last. So good. But see how quick that was? Just being able to take these pie sections and work through. When I'm in the salon and I'm introducing this tool to clients, I really like to just put it in their hands, lower the heat, and just observe how they handle it and kind of reposition them if they need it. But I think it's such a powerful thing to do is put your tools, put your products in your client's hands so they can experience it with your guidance. This will definitely set you apart and totally deepen the commitment level of our clients, because they really do look to us for our knowledge and our expertise. And part of that is just making it so easy for them to have a salon finish or a beachy but resolved finish at home. The more time we spend with them in this area, the better our work looks, right? I'm continuing to grab just really easy vertical sections. And I like to leave the wispy ends out. Just to me, it just looks a little bit more natural that way. It's funny because I live by the beach and I look at beachy hair daily, and I wear my hair salty daily. And I feel like somewhere around 10 years ago, everybody was like, oh, let's do curling iron waves and say they're so beachy. But when you really see beachy hair, it really isn't this beautiful curling iron manicured wave. It's something in between. I've braided my hair and I've let it air dry. And really it's about embracing texture. That might be my unpopular opinion number 2, but I feel like I have a pretty strong grasp on the aesthetic. Okay, so now that we're looking in the front of the hair, I'm gonna leave these guys out. Pull this forward. And then we're going to crimp it at a soft angle. So when you give the iron to your clients, have them pull the front section and then come in front of them at an angle. That angle creates a really soft little bias, and when the hair is hot, stretching it down kind of like gives a nice shape. So if we curl like this, then you're going to create breaks in the face, but when you come in at an angle, it gives a softness. So that's what we're going to do with her. Kind of squeeze it in my hand to help relax it. Another fun tip is when your hair is hot from below drying, you could tuck it behind the ear and let the ear create a wave. So we can see if her ear is creating the wave will end up around here. Here's one of those little crimps that I was trying to tell you to avoid, but if that happens, you can just take the hot barrel and just tap it over any little crimp line that you have and it'll relax it. And picking up her bang on this side, again, pulling it straight forward and then coming in at an angle and then just holding it. Even if you did this technique with a curling iron or flat iron, there's no wrong way to do it. It's just about, while the hair's hot, letting it cool down in the shape that you're trying to encourage. So she has these beautiful eyes, beautiful cheeks. I want the bend to open up around her eye, right in this sweetheart area of her cheeks. Kind of like a contour type of move. Here's another tip I like to play with, is taking kind of an exterior ribbon of her hair and twisting it and then waving over that little twist. It just kind of gives like a really bohemian type of texture to the hair, which I love. Oftentimes when you just get out of the ocean, the salt creates lockets in the hair. And because you're not brushing your hair on the beach, your hair tends to collect into these little kind of salty dreadlocks, and it is such a vibe. And I like to create that look with this technique. And you can spread those out, open them up, spray a little texture spray in there. I'm gonna come on this side, do a little salty dread and wave over it. I'm gonna go in again with the blow dry spray because it gives like a kind of like a soft sheen to it. So even though it's like a prep product, I kind of use it also a double down and make it like a finishing product as well. So I'll start at the ends of the hair to just make it really salty. So anything I just kind of want to bend, you can kind of bend and sculpt the hair with your iron too. If we wanted a little volume up here, we could really just bend it in. And sometimes I like the look of just like a very skinny, tipped out, piecey aesthetic towards these beachy ends. And so I'll just kind of iron them out or create more twist in the hair. I feel like she just like waved up like a charm. So there's really nothing for me to adjust here. But sometimes we're not that lucky in our styling and our finishing. So if there's anything that you feel the need to adjust, like you can always do that with your flat iron. And the thing that I feel like will really, really set this off is dry texture spray. Okay, so to finish off, we love the dry texture spray because it gives like a rough, salty feeling and a big plumpness. So I like to combine both. I won't just put only blow dry spray for silkiness, nor will I only put the dry texture spray. I like the combination because it kind of hits both of those for us. So I'm going to do a couple little things here. So I won't just spray the outside of her hair because then it'll just create kind of like a helmety thing. I'll open up her hair and then make sure that I'm kind of getting into the layers, and then right around her face, I'll just hold it. It's like, has very, very minimal hold, but I love it for like the texture. So I'm just gonna come in, open up the hair. Now I'm gonna hold this side. All right, so she looks pretty magnificent. So if you want to really, really bring this to life for your Instagram photos, bigger is better. And so I would take her to where we're going to take her photos, open up these bangs, pull them off of her face, and then spray a lightweight hairspray. And I always think about the hair as like a sculpture when I'm taking a photo of it. You want it to be all in front, you want it to feel big, and you want it to cascade into your lens. And see how holding this is now creating a shape? That is what the camera loves. That is what the selfie loves, and that will stop the scroll. She has like a couple little like wild hairs here because she's a curly girly. So I'm just going to spray my finger, and then I'm gonna push those. Also for photos, you wanna look at like what the hair's doing in here, what it's doing down at the ends. You can easily make shapes with the hair, and it just gives like such a cool element and finish. All right, you guys, she's a work of art. Well, this was so fun. If you love this tutorial, please like and subscribe to the Kenra YouTube channel, and then you can follow me on Instagram at @low_Wheeler Davis. Okay, bye.